Hello from wherever you're watching. I'll be taking you through different stories from Mathare. My name is Elsie Mogambi and welcome to SBTV. Now, due to the rising of the cost of energy, some of the residents of Mathare came up with a creative and effective way to cope with the situation. Calvin will be taking us through the story from Mathare.
The recent rise in the cost of living has been difficult for the majority of Kenyans. One area that is a thorn in the flesh is the rise in the cost of energy. In March, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, raised fuel prices, including kerosene, that increased by 5 shillings from 92 shillings to 97 shillings and 85 cents. Following this, there has been a rise in the price of regular cooking gas as well. In light of this situation, some residents of Mathare are using charcoal dust and soil to create what they call pungusa. While charcoal is one popular source of cooking energy, very small pieces of charcoal are normally not practical for using on charcoal stoves. That's where the pungusa comes in. Using the small pieces of charcoal that would normally go to waste, the pungusa is made by mixing the charcoal pieces with soil and water to create a thick paste. The paste is then put into a can where it will get its shape and dry up into a solid that is ready for cooking. The pungusa is placed on top of a stove like normal charcoal. Residents who use it say they use it to cook dishes like githeri and other foods that take time. Residents of Mathare who make it also sell it for 10 shillings a piece to support their families.
While the recent rise in the cost of living remains a big problem for the majority of residents here in Mathare, the solution that we have highlighted in this story, the pungusa, demonstrates the innovative spirit that Kenyans are willing to adopt. Calvin Kodalo reporting for SBTV, Mathare.
Thank you so much, Calvin, for that story. Now, just imagine 11,795 girls got pregnant in Nairobi. Esther Otieno has more.
With the rising number of pregnancies among our young girls during this pandemic, the society as well as the government is worried about the big numbers that we will have recorded by the time we come to the end of this pandemic. According to statistics carried out by the African Institute of Development Policy, around 11,795 girls have gotten pregnant in Nairobi during this pandemic period.
What I think is causing some girls to get pregnant is idleness. The idleness, maybe sometimes they don't have something to think about, something to do, and maybe due to lack of breakthrough in studies, so they end up going astray.
I think the reason behind some girls getting pregnant during this pandemic is because some of them get influenced by their peers, making them to go astray, forgetting all about their studies, and they get pregnant through the way.
The teenage pregnancies is mostly because the schools are closed because of COVID. And the problem from that is that I think a lot of teenagers are bored. They don't know what to do. They cannot go to school. Playing football or anything together, it's not allowed. I also think that a lot of teenagers are not aware about how easy you can get pregnant. So I think it's important we help them.
I think the solution we can do for now is try to reach more young girls in the society and empower them, and also try to empower boys too. The government should also come up with platforms for giving young girls free sanitary towels so that they avoid engaging themselves into sexual activity in exchange for pads.
The coronavirus is here with us already, either to stay or to go away someday. But before we get a cure or a vaccination to it, how many more young girls are we going to lose into motherhood? How many more young girls are going to have to drop out of school to take care of their young ones? What is our solution?
So what do you think the government should do to reduce the cases of teenage pregnancy? Now to our last story. Since the start of COVID-19, there has been a sharp rise in poverty cases. How can the government help reduce poverty? I went to the Mathare slum, and this is what people had to say.
Naitwa Masi Muhonja na mimi ni student na huwa nasuka watu nywele. COVID-19 imekosa maskini in such a way that watu wanafungiwa kazi zao na tena wanashindwa kuprovide ya familia zao juu hakuna kazi.
Umaskini ni kukosa kazi. Sasa nataka kuambia wamama wakuwe na bidii ya kufanya biashara, kama ni biashara kidogo kidogo. Hiyo biashara unajua labda pia mtoto pia ako na hiyo talent ya biashara na yeye ataona mama amefanya hivi na mimi nimejua kufanya hivi.
According to the World Bank report, poverty is expected to rise in 2021 due to the disruption of COVID-19 pandemic, forces of conflict, and climate change. The COVID-19 pandemic is estimated to push an additional of 88 million people to 115 million people into extreme poverty by the end of 2021.
Government inaweza saidia kumaliza umaskini kama watakuwa wana provide enough resources za kupea watu maskini. Na kuwa wanazigawa equally. Resources kama chakula zo wanaletanga.
Serikali inaweza kuinua yani inainua sana sana hata vijana. Unajua kuna vijana hata wamesoma wengine wamemaliza lakini sasa ni kazi imekosekana. Sasa serikali ingeangalia sana sana isaidie sana vijana wadogo. Iwapeleke hata hizi training.
According to the residents of Mathare, the government should intervene in the cases of poverty by increasing job opportunities and also reducing taxes. Elsie Mogambi, SBTV, Mathare. Thank you for watching SBTV. Let's meet here same time, same place. And remember government directives, wash your hands, keep social distance and wear your mask.